Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Scorpio, we're back outside again today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you found the video from last night. Spirit message for you. We're going to do your weekend read. So what is today's date? I don't know. Is it the 20? It's got to be the 29th, right? Friday, November 29th. The 30th, and then December 1st, I think, is on Sunday. I don't know, I've lost track of the dates. I know what day it is, but that's it, which is nothing new, right? You've been with me for a while, you know how I am. So we're going to get your weekend readout, see what's going on, and then what is happening all at the same time here. Text messages, phone calls, all in the same second. Yeah, so I think that's it. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Stellium placements, Scorpio. I'm outside. It's a little cooler today. It's actually a lot cooler than it was. So I'm kind of snuggled up here a little bit, but it's so pretty. You can't not want to be outside. So, all right, let's get down to it. Let's see what's going on for you all. Personal reads will be open for next week, so you're welcome to email, reach out. You may not hear back from me immediately on the emails, but I will get to those by Sunday. And get you scheduled for next week. And yeah, email is in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. There's a link there for channel memberships as well, and then we'll get back on a normal schedule when I get back, okay? So everything will return as, you know, we do, right? As we do. So thank you all for being here, for liking, sharing, subscribing, being a part of this community. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. All right, Spirit, for an overall for the sign of Scorpio, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, please, Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know this weekend? Heart change, heart, it's like the hark of change, is that a word? Is that a saying? Is that a thing? The hark of change, Scorpio? The puzzle and the libido. I almost kind of feel like you're tap dancing or whatnot around. You and somebody else are kind of trying to pick a direction or a path. It's, you know, you ever like look at somebody and you want to say something to them, but you just don't know how to. There could even be with that libido card some passion there where there's like, gee, I look at you and I want this, and you know, somebody's, I would say not somebody, but both sides of a situation is just not doing anything right now. You know, hell, maybe you're out Black Friday shopping today and you're like, oh, I really want this, and I keep circling that thing, but do I really need it? Spirit said you probably do, you know, but be mindful. Don't be crazy spending. Don't get caught up in the hype of making humans spend money that we work hard for, right? The skills and now, you know, there's some tools, I'm going to call it, in your treasure chest, Scorpio, this weekend that it's kind of like sharpening. You think about sharpening your knives, right? Maybe sharpening your skill set, looking at different things that you could be doing to make longer term investments. But there's also something about the right now. Like, I'm hearing from Spirit, job well done. So I don't know what you're working on or what you've been doing, but the big picture to certain things are starting to pan out. But they're still under some sense of a microscopic form. You're still kind of dissecting each thing, still maybe tap dancing with other things around you, trying to decide what needs worked on now. You're being quite strategic and methodical. But there's also a period here of rest, Scorpio, before the next phase of something. So, but the work that you're doing, what you're working towards, it's going to be very beneficial in the long run. I hope you know that, right? Like, you've got to put in the work now. You've got to put in the work now. Mother. Feminine energy, divine feminine energy. All right, let's see. Friday, what I assume is November 29th. Saturday, what I assume is November 30th. And then Sunday, what I assume is December 1st. So let's see here, Spirit, for Scorpio on Friday for today. I hope you all ate too much and watched football. That was the way that, you know, Thursdays are supposed to go for Thanksgiving here. Empty room and photography, Scorpio. You could be out making memories. I feel like you're getting ready to pack up shop is what I'm also hearing. There's, you know, it does remind me of like a I'm not staying in a hotel, but it kind of reminds me of an empty hotel room, this empty room. It's like, did we get everything? You know, it's kind of like, did I clean out, you know, metaphorically speaking, or maybe you are traveling this weekend like I am, but it's created some sense. Whatever you're closing out has created some sense of opportunity. Hell, maybe you've cleaned out a room prior to Black Friday and you're off to shop and, you know, do new things in that room, make new memories, or redo something. But it's a simultaneous, something ends and something begins. It's like you take one step. It's like stepping, you know, through the door in your house from your kitchen to your living room, just instantaneously. Boom, you're in the next room. You left the kitchen, you're in the living room. But it's something like that just kind of moves you very quickly into the next thing. Saturday for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Threats. And then the Sun. What are you protecting, Scorpio? I feel like there's a worldly view on Saturday. Something could happen maybe around when I say your home, not your home itself, but maybe the same town or same area. The boys are across the way again, so if you hear their cackling, ignore them. They're so loud. They're happy, but they're so loud. But something around your area could make you feel like you need to cherish more of Spirit saying what you do. So whatever your role is, right? It doesn't have to be work. It can just be your position in a family dynamic, or I don't know. But it's like it's a return to care or solace, but really wanting to protect something on Sunday. Run away. Madness, chaos. Are you walking back into chaos and madness, maybe? What is this? I don't know. We're going to clarify. I don't know what some of this is about. This runaway, unspeakable. Scorpio, if you're getting ready to take on the world, why are you worried? Why are you worried? You do it better than, you know, no offense to any other sign, but you do it better than any other sign. You don't have to worry about that. Could be the chaos that surrounds other people, Spirit just said. You know, you pick up on that vibrational, empathetic frequency of other people's bullshit, and you can't help but feel the uneasiness or the hurt or the strife or the pain that other people feel. It's par for the course with you. It's your territory. You feel it better, but it's the difference between feeling it and absorbing it. They're not the same. You can feel it and let it go, release it, but don't absorb somebody else's stuff, right? Right. All right, this empty room in photography on Friday. The Jack, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. I think you're making memories of some sort here, which is nice. You know, you could be viewing an old town. It feels like maybe old Spanish town or something. You could be recalling memories of a time and place that you were at. You know, again, it's the holidays. A lot of you could be traveling, but it's like we've came, we saw, we conquered. Now it's time to go. Doesn't have to be, but I do feel like for some of you, it's kind of walking down, you know, memory lane with other people, and some of you could be kind of reminiscing on people that are no longer, Ten of Swords, no longer a part of that for you. Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like, gee, you know, how much time has passed and whatnot. Four of Wands. But you also know that what you've created has become far more fair, just, balanced, put together. There's great reason for celebration, even though things have changed. Some of you in the coming year could be dealing with empty nest as well. You know, the fucking holidays, right? They bring out the craziest things sometimes with people, and the relationship breakdowns, or the people, you know, we think about it, you know, hell, you know, 35 years ago when I was a kid, all the people that showed up to a holiday dinner, and now it's like there's three of us. You know, it's like, where did everybody go? And You know, some people pass away, some people just become distant, some people you realize you don't want them in your energy. You know, a lot of you could be looking towards making new traditions and changing the way that you used to do things, and now it's just kind of like the awareness, yeah, the Ace of Cups sideways, of where to emotionally invest in those things and what does make you feel good. And even if you have to do it alone, if it makes you feel, you know, makes you feel good in some sort of way, that maybe that's the way you should go. But I also heard, was it Sheryl Crow, if it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? So some of you could be fighting back your own feelings about what you think you should be doing or where it is that you think you should be going. It's like, oh no, I'm fine. You know, letting pride and ego get in the way and going, this is what I'm supposed to do. But yet it doesn't bring you the sense of comfort you thought it was. But it's, you know, fighting with yourself or your pride, going, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Is it fine? You know? If it doesn't make you happy, then why are you doing it? So something about that for somebody. All right, this threats and hug on Saturday. What is this about? Some of you are reviewing your bank statements on Saturday, going, what the hell did I do on Friday? Spirit says it's going to be okay, but still just be warned, like, don't do something stupid. Do pay attention, guys. Like, we are just today, Mercury goes direct, thank God. Yeah, today's the 29th, because Mercury goes direct on the 29th. That's how I know the days. So Mercury goes direct today, and with that being said, like, it's still not, I mean, it's definitely lessened, and it will continue to lessen as we go into the post-shadow phase of the retrograde. But guys, still be mindful, especially this time of the year, holidays, schemes, scams. Make sure you're giving careful attention to your finances, that even your phone, like, you know, you get scam text and alerts and emails, like, and if you have people around you, Spirit's saying too, if you have people around you that are older and more vulnerable, or just aren't savvy to the creeps out in the world that do shitty things to take advantage of people, you know, if you hear them mention something, take the time to look over their stuff to make sure that they're not getting scammed or schemed some way. Because I do feel like with the skills card now, like, it's a good time to go through things with a fine-tooth comb kind of feel. Like, you're going to have some acknowledgement or knowledge on something that somebody else does not, and you're going to be able to benefit them in that way. So be mindful, right? Take the time to be kind and care. So the Hermit sideways, but I'm going to take him in the upright. So there is that wisdom, right? You know something. And literally, as I say that, the Hermit and the King of Cups. So there's that care, the kindness, the wisdom, the know-how, the integrity of doing the things that are from the good heart space, Scorpio, right? The good heart space. So Spirit's actually telling me to get a different card here. All right, what else on Saturday for Scorpio? Addiction. Are we releasing a toxic attachment, Scorps? That would be fabulous. Looking for, investigate. What do you guys have going on Saturday? I feel like you're on some level of edge. Some level of edge. Like, is this really done? Is that really over? Can I believe this? Do I believe that? Scorpio, your spidey senses, your need to investigate seems to be pretty heightened, pretty peaked right now. Some of you could, damn it, some of you could be looking at family members or someone close to you and realizing that there's more to a story than they're telling you, or just some things aren't quite adding up. Something's not quite making sense. And it's, you're smarter than that, right? Like, come on, guys. If you're a cross watcher, you're not a Scorpio, but you're nebbing for a Scorpio, don't ever think they won't find out. Don't ever lie to a Scorpio. God, I think the FBI should be comprised of all Scorpios, because if you want to find out the truth, they'll tell you. They'll tell you before they even have the evidence to show it, and they'll still be 100%, right? what is this about? Eight of Pentacles. I just keep, you're looking for working proof. It's almost like you're trying to make sure that what somebody has told you, it's like, oh yes, I'm doing better, that they really truly are doing better. It's like you don't fully trust. You know, maybe on the outside everything looks really good, but you're still looking for that one thing. I want to go, Spirit, is this justified? Is Scorpio being over diligent about something? No. Yes and no, Scorpio. You know, this seems to me like somebody's just not fully sharing their deepest, most inward thoughts with you about a particular situation, and that bugs you because you want to know how, when, where, why, what. Like, you want to know every little detail down to the nitty gritty, right? That's just who you are. And so when you don't feel like you have the whole story down to a person's like most personal thought, you feel like it's some sense of betrayal, or like you can't trust them entirely. Scorpio, think about it. Some things you don't share, right? You're very mysterious in your own right. You don't share every last little nook and cranny. You know, there's some things that people keep to themselves, and I think part of this is somebody trying to reconcile their feelings to maybe a difficult situation themselves. And Spirit's like, take it easy on them. Be a little lighter on whoever this is. Like, I think you want to know for all the right reasons. But it's not nefarious either. It's not nefarious. It's nothing you need to be super concerned with. It's just somebody's trying to reconcile what's going on within their heart and how they need to handle things. And just because they don't share that everlast little detail with you doesn't mean that they're being dishonest either. Okay, so if that's not a Scorpio, I don't know what is. We have to know every little nook and cranny, but it's fine. It'll be fine. You'll know exactly all the things you need to know, and then you can move forward from there. Okay. All right. So Sunday could be rainy, damp, wet. Looks dark. Color red could be a significance. Get away. Keep away. Give up. Get out. What is this for Sunday for Scorpio, Spirit? What is going on Sunday for Scorpio? Ace of Swords. King of Pentacles. Scorpio, you could be rejecting. Seriously rejecting somebody on Sunday. What is that about? Queen of Pentacles. I've seen the King of Pentacles. Then I've got the Queen of Pentacles. And then I've got the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Judgment coming out in the reverse. This, the Devil. Scorpio, you could be dealing with somebody separate of Saturday, by the way. That feels to me like your spidey senses of going, you know, I'm picking up on something here and on Saturday, and I don't think they're telling me everything. Okay, fair enough. Because some things really don't matter, Scorpio. But Sunday, there is somebody else. There's somebody else, something that you don't even see. I think maybe in the past 3 weeks to 2 months ago, you could have had some slight inclination that somebody was being, what's the word? What's the word, Scorpio? A little sneaky. We'll just go with that, a little sneaky. Or something didn't quite add up to you before. Whatever that temporary rejection was in a particular situation that caught your attention that you likely let go of, you're going to see. You're going to see why you felt that way before. Your intuitive skills were, Spirit saying, highly sensitized to a particular situation. And now you're going to find out why. You were, it's like knowing something but not having that physical proof, Scorpio. And then all of a sudden something happens and you could turn around and it's almost kind of like I told you so. Maybe you mentioned something to someone, say, what, that neighbor of ours is really sketchy. I don't know how I feel about them. They're like, oh, knock it off. Well, you're like, I seen him creeping out the back door at 2:30 in the morning. And your other half is like, oh, no, they're fine. And then something happens and you're like, told you so. There it is. I knew something was going on, but you downplayed it or you let somebody else talk you out of what you thought or knew. It's important that you trust yourself, Scorpio. You know this. I just feel like some things are going to start to come to light now that the Saturn retrograde is over. Mercury retrograde is over. And I forget which one comes. Is it Uranus? Is it Uranus that goes direct? I can't remember. But things are just going to start to come to light. And you're going to be able to make better choices of who you're dealing with and not dealing with moving forward. Spirit just said, do be prepared for next week. So why that statement, Spirit? Why be prepared? Have faith. Oh, Scorpio, I think next week things are going to really start to get good. Especially when it comes to... I'm going to say matters of love, and not necessarily romantic love, but love in general. You're going to find out some truths around that, and what the real issue has been, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So that's an interesting thing. You're going to have some time to work on yourself, work towards yourself, Scorpio. It's going to be everything that you needed. So, yeah, love. There's a lot around love surrounding next week for some reason. Scorpio, just trust your intuition. I think this weekend is about you learning to trust that intuition and seeing the bigger picture around some things. It's interesting, to say the least. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm sending you all so much love. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you once again for being ever so patient with me. I appreciate you all. And then I'll get the channel members read out, and then who knows, you might see me over the weekend, you might not. You never know with me, right? And then if nothing else, we will be back to normalcy on Monday. All right, guys, I'm sending you all so much love. Again, personal reads are open and available. Reach out to the email in the description box below. Channel memberships are open. Check us out on Discord. And then have a wonderful, wonderful day. A fantastic weekend. Stay safe and healthy and happy. I will see you all soon. Sending you all so much love. Bye.